Hello and welcome back to another episode on our Riverbend Springs Start From Scratch run. This morning before I started the recording, I took a little time to clean up some limbs that were spread around our property and decided to bring them up before we got started with loading all of this stuff that we've already produced. I was curious how much was left in our production facility because we didn't look at the end of last episode. So we do still have 13,000 liters, which is cool, which means we have more to produce without even having to add anything. But we do have some to add, so let's see how much that gets us. Okay, so I was looking for the icon for selling, and it looks like they have moved it. It used to be up there. So in case you're wondering, I believe it is this one down here now, which is more convenient for sure. But I did not know what was going on for a second. There we go. Took us up to 21,000. So it's actually quite a bit left lying around at our farm. But we've got that all over here now. So let's start loading up our beams, planks long, wood chips, and see where we can sell them. Actually, I guess we'll probably start by taking what we need for the next phase of our house over first. Now, I don't remember exactly what we needed. I know it was 2,000 of one thing and 1,000 of the other, so I'll probably just put 2,000 of each on there, besides the wood chips, obviously, and see what that does for us. But I won't make you watch me load all of these, so I will bring you back when we are back at our farm. Alright, pulling back into the farm. Got 2,000 of each, and I feel like I did a pretty good job of loading those on there. Now let's see what we need. We need 2,000 planks long and 1,000 wood beams. Alright, let's get those then. The planks longs and the wood beams. So here's our wood beams. Let's get these unstrapped. We only need 1,000 of these. So I think we'll leave the other one on there and we'll sell it so we can make as much money as possible here. Okay. See if we can get these. Here we go. That was odd, but took it. Sweet, starting to go. You hear the construction noise again. Now let's get these planks long. Nice and easy. Let's see if we can do this without it doing something super weird again. There we go. And one more. And there we go. So now all we need for this phase is obviously the concrete bags like we talked about in the last episode. So we're going to have to save up until we have enough money to purchase that, which is not cheap. But we're going to go find out how much money we're making off this lumber. Alright, so that took just about forever, but we got it all loaded up. You can see our numbers on the right there, how much we've got of each. 4,000 planks long, 2,000 wood beams, 10,000 wood chips, and 9,000 planks. So now it's time to figure out where the best place to sell these is. Wood beams, the best price is the playground. Okay. For planks, the best is the playground as well. And for planks long, looks like playground. So let's go see what the playground will take. I assume they won't take everything, but we'll find out. Alright, so I tagged it on our map, and as you can see in the bottom right, it says it's 1,300 meters away, so not super close, but we'll get over there and see if we can make some money. We got a rope place, very cool. More water. This map is pretty cool looking, man. There's the water tower we've seen in the videos. Very cool. Sorry, school bus. Guess you should have been patient. Alright, pulling into the playground. Let's see what this place is all about. Slow down here. Right at the edge of the map. That's crazy. Okay. Bit of a windy road. Alright. And there's the drop-off point right there. Very cool. Got a little boat. Pretty sure I've played on a boat almost exactly like that before growing up. And if we unstrap, how much money are we going to make? Doesn't take the wood chips, but we made $30,000 basically. Not horrible. I was maybe hoping for a little bit more, but that's not bad. That's a day's work too, so if we do that whenever we need some quick cash, yeah, that'll be good for us. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Alright, let's find out where we can sell these wood chips. Alright, looks like there's a place very close, 300 meters away, that we can get these sold at. So we'll just take a quick trip over there. And we won't make a lot of money. Probably, I don't know, $3,000 or something. But we'll see. That's my guess. Drop your comments in below. How much do you think we're going to make off these wood chips? Hey, first time I've flipped a tractor in Farm Sim 25. It's bound to happen eventually, I guess. Okay. Got ourselves up. Now what happens if I reconnect to this? I probably flip over again. Oh, can I reconnect? Yeah. This is much worse. Can we use our arm? Well, did something. Are we up? Did we do it? Yeah, we're good. Okay. That was fun. Guess we do still have to be a little careful around some turns. I will say, I do think the tractors are far less tippable than they used to be. But obviously, still possible if you're as good as me, that is. Okay, do we just pull in here? Just drop that there, maybe. Actually, maybe I should. Oh, yeah. There you go. 3,132. Pretty good. Pretty close guess on my part. Cool. So we've got a little bit of cash again, but still a long ways away from the cement factory. But that's alright. We'll get there in time. We did add a bunch of wood again to our production facility, so should have another 30,000 next month. Or however much we sold, 30, 40,000, as long as prices don't go crazy on me. So that's good. Let's get back to our farm and see what we want to do for the rest of today. Alright, we are back to our farm, and if you did not catch the first episode of this playthrough, I did mention that the crops and stuff that we're going to be doing on this playthrough are going to be based off of things that my grandparents have actually grown, and those were going to be green beans, corn, peas, and then we were going to get some greenhouses and do tomatoes and lettuce. Right now we only have $73,000, and this field is not super large, so we're not making a lot of money off of this field, and we don't have enough money to like buy the equipment that we would need to harvest, plant. We do have a sprayer that we can use for fertilizing and herbiciding and stuff. Anyways, my point is we're kind of a long ways away before we're ready to do some big crops, And I think a good way for us to make some money in the meantime is to keep up our lumber production. But I think it would make sense for us to look at getting some greenhouses. Like I said, they had lettuce and tomatoes that they grew. So I think if we went ahead and got some greenhouses going, we could be making some money, and all we have to get in order to keep this up is a water tank. We've got water right here. Surely we can find a place to fill up. So yeah, I think we're going to pick a greenhouse. And it looks like we can put it right here without damaging too much of our field. We already did a little bit with our house, so I think this is going to be great. Get us a little more income, and there we go. I'll probably go ahead and do... We did go ahead and do the biggest one, which took us down to 19,000, but we know we're going to get some more cash tomorrow. So I think this is okay. So let's go ahead and do some landscaping real quick. And then we will figure out what we want to do with this field. Alright, we got some landscaping done. I think that makes this field usable again. Now, I think the cheapest thing for us to get into out of those crops, if we were going to put it on the field, is the corn. All we got to do is lease the harvester and a corn header, which is a lot cheaper than the green bean and pea harvesters. So I think that's what we'll look at. So when do we need to plant corn? Looks like the corn planting season is April and May. So we don't really have a lot to do this winter, except for we can keep our greenhouses populated and we can do lumber as we feel necessary. So let's look at getting some water in these greenhouses and get some lettuce and tomatoes going. Alright, we can actually afford to buy this. I think the only other one that we can get is this one, and it's not that much more liters that it can hold. It can hold milk and stuff, but we're not planning to do animals on this run, so I think we'll stick with this one. We'll just go ahead and buy this. Start from scratch. It's okay to get some smaller equipment. So let's go get that picked up. Alright, here we are back to the farm, and I want to see if we can find access to some water on our land. We've got these drop-offs, so I'm not sure where would be a good spot. On our land or close by at least. So I'm going to look around, and if I find something, I'll show you. Alright, I think I found a spot. Not far at all. It's not technically on our property, but our neighbors said it's fine if we drive over here and go down to the water. It's just right down here. I think we can get in here. We'll find out. I know we can get in. The question is, can we get back out? So let's just back up until we see a refill. Come on. Oh boy. We're getting close to the... Oh, come on. There we go, refill. Now, will our tractor be strong enough? Surely. Right? Surely. If worst case scenario, we can use the forks. I've done that in real life. If you get stuck, you can get out of a lot of places if you use your forks properly. And especially an excavator. If you get an excavator stuck, you shouldn't be in an excavator probably. That's not entirely true. There are some situations where it is just very difficult not to get stuck, but in general. Alright, let's see how much this takes. I assume it probably takes a couple loads, but we'll see. Alright, took all of that. Let's go inside. Let's go ahead and get them started, and then we will see how much they can actually hold too. These look so good. Alright, let's see. Manage productions. Large. Yes, we want to make lettuce. And tomatoes. Perfect. It looks like we can hold 40,000 liters. Okay, so it can take quite a bit. But hopefully that lasts for a while. And it's not something that we have to do every month. Looky there. Lettuce and tomatoes. Very cool. Let's get a few more loads. Get this thing populated. And go from there. Alright, second load going in, and I will say I am glad that we found a place close by because refilling greenhouses is not my favorite thing in the world to do. But Could be worse. The fact that it's close by makes it a lot more bearable, so get a few more loads in there. And number 3. Now, eventually, I probably will get a second greenhouse, and then we'll just have one dedicated to lettuce and one dedicated to tomatoes. But I'm good with this for the start. I think that's a good way to start. We'll get some passive income. Well, we'll see if we do passive or if we actually sell it at peak months. I am tempted just to do it as passive income and just let it sell directly. I guess I should determine that pretty quick here because right now it is set up on one or the other. I'm not sure which one. I'll think about it. Alright, number 4 is going in. Now let's take a look. So they are storing right now. Let's look and see how much the swing is. Like if it's worth saving it. Okay, it's about $100 for the tomatoes. And then the lettuce is... oh, quite a bit. It's about $300. But I am still tempted because most of the time it'll be in the middle. And it's just a lot of work to load them up with the forks and everything. So, yeah, I think we're just going to let them sell directly. Comment down below if you think I'm making a bad choice. There we go. Let's get it filled up now. Should be getting close. I didn't look at how much water was in there. A little over halfway. Cool. And there's number 4. Now, we are low on money. We have $1,000 left. Almost 2,000. But I don't think we're in a bad place. We've got guaranteed money. Free money, basically. With our greenhouse now. All we have to do is water it, which we own the trailer, so we're not spending money there. And then we have basically money whenever we need it with the sawmill. We can put as much as we want in there, and we can make at least 30,000. I can't remember if it was 30 or 40,000 that we made. But at any rate, we can make at least 30,000 per month if we need it. So I think we're in an okay place. I think the next thing we'll do is... I don't know if I want to save up for the cement factory or get another field. We'll think about it. But one of those two things will be our next step. Either buying another field or a cement factory. I mean, we do have some equipment we need to buy. We'll probably buy a cheap seeder or planter for the corn. And eventually we'll get a harvester. Probably just go ahead and buy a cheap harvester too pretty soon, just because these are kind of small fields. Well, we only have the one right now, so those are kind of the next steps we're looking at. But right now, I'm happy with where this is ending up. Alright, and it is filled, so we'll just leave this parked somewhere around here. And we'll just leave it right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward then, because we know we're not planting until next year. We already have some wood in the sawmill. We're all populated, so let's go ahead and fast forward and see how much money we make from our greenhouses and see how much we produce at our sawmill. So between loan interest and everything else, production costs and everything, we only made $200, but that is kind of a good thing. You know what? We just fast forwarded and we made enough from our greenhouse alone to pay for our loans. So that's really good. By the way, the rain on this greenhouse looking out there, that looks awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and visit our sawmill. Alright, here we are at the sawmill. We did use all of our material that we had in here, but we made a bit of stuff here. Got some little bit of everything. Now, I should probably go ahead and adjust this and turn off like the planks and planks long and just do wood beams, because I think those are the most profitable. And right now we don't need anything specific for our house because we're waiting on the concrete. So maybe from now on until we get to the next phase, we'll just do some wood beams. Try to make as much money as possible, and it'll be easier to grab it all when it's all one thing. If I can just come in here and pick up a whole line of stuff, it'd be a lot easier. So yeah, I think we're happy with that. Pretty good start. Oh, look at that fog over the water. Let's go take a peek at that. That's pretty cool. The weather in this game sure does look a lot better. And it sounds good too. But at any rate, I think we're going to go ahead and call the episode there. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like, share it with a friend, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see how this farm turns out. If you've been enjoying the content, I'd really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Soy Sauce Farming, and I'll see you in the next one.